Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room as we fill it up in reverse alphabetical order. Oh, that was good. I think we're starting a new shelf here. And we're still on the letter T, and specifically Tchaikovsky. Some of you have said, since we've already done 3 of these, that you hope this series goes on forever. Well, the Tchaikovskys may. No, they won't. But we got a while to go because I have a lot of Tchaikovsky. So let's look at this clump. This is only 4 things, but I'm going to do more. Don't worry. This will be a larger clump than that. Here's a real novelty. Oh, this is fun. This is the Queen of Spades ballet, adapted from the opera, featuring the Grand Ballet Canadien de Montreal. On Analecta. Is that the label it's on here? Yes. It's on Analecta. If you like the Queen of Spades and you hate the singing and you only want it to last 79 minutes and 50 seconds as opposed to something like 3 hours, hey, you may really enjoy this. I did. I kept it anyway. Oh, Tchaikovsky's 3 great symphonies, 4, 5, and 6. Philharmonia Orchestra Ashkenazi. This is from like 78, somewhat early in his career as a conductor. The best performance on here is the Patatique, a very beautiful, beautiful performance of number 6, very well recorded. The others are good. I mean, they're really good, but there's like others. I'm surprised, actually, that Ashkenazi never did 1, 2, and 3. At least not for Decca. I mean, did he do them in like Australia or somewhere? I don't remember quite. For a Japanese label, maybe something jogs my memory, but I don't have those, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Yes, there are many recordings I do not have, including many Tchaikovsky recordings. But these were fun, and it's nice to encounter them again once in a while. We have Swan Lake. It's played more like a swine lake in places because this is the USSR RTV Large Symphony Orchestra under Gennady Rozhdestvensky. Yeah, and nice screechy melodious stereo. It's a somewhat brutal performance from 1969, it seems, but it's fun, it's authentic, it's Russian. I gotta keep it. You just have to. Oh, here is Zubin Mehta with the LA and Israel Philharmonics doing the 1812 Overture, the March Slav, Romeo and Juliet, and the Capriccio Italienne. These are very good performances, and the 1812 Overture is particularly effective. This, of course, is in that Zubin Mehta Los Angeles box, and he did lots of Tchaikovsky, and he did it quite well, so those are fun, and I could stuff those. Oh, we're still on the bottom shelf. I'm sorry. We have to start because they're double depth. I keep forgetting. And now we're going to do the larger pile here. Yes, let's see what's in this pile. Do we start that way or this way? It doesn't matter because they're like right side up and upside down. Tchaikovsky. This is, Romeo and Juliet and other goodies, all in Japanese. Because this is a Japanese Sony. See, there was a time when all this Ormandy stuff was unavailable here, which was like demented, but you could get it in Japan. And so I did. And so we have here, oh my word, you have lots of Japanese. All right, so they don't tell you what's on it, and there's no way to figure it out. And I can always tell when I listen to it, and I'll probably go back and do that at some point. Well, one thing is Romeo and Juliet, for sure. We know that. Well, I mean, at least they're using Arabic numerals for the opus numbers. So after Romeo and Juliet, we have let's see, opus 48, 31, 45, and 49. And I can look those up if I want to, or you can. It doesn't matter. Oh, good Lord. Where do I get these things? Okay, put that there. Then we've got, this was fun. This has been re-released recently in the Carol Antrell box set that came out recently. This is his Swan Lake, Sleeping Beauty, Nutcracker with Antrell and the Wiener Symphoniker, formerly on Philips. And this is on Philips. This is another Japanese issue. I had to go to Japan to get Tchaikovsky. Can you believe it? It's just unbelievable. And the Nutcracker and Suites for Orchestra 3 and 4 with Antal Dorati. Didn't we already talk about this? It's just another one, an extra one. Serenade for Strings and Souvenir de Florence with the Vienna Chamber Orchestra under Philippe Entremont on Naxos. Yeah, he was still around, at least in 1990. And these are fine. They're decent performances. I got it because I like the Souvenir de Florence in the string orchestra version. I mean, it's a sextet. It's beautiful as a sextet, but I really kind of like the string orchestra one too. Tchaikovsky, Pathétique, Borodin number 2. Jean Martinon, with the Vienna Philharmonic and the Tchaikovsky and the London Symphony in the Borodin. I got this for the Borodin, actually, because it's a really good Borodin Symphony number 2. The Tchaikovsky is no slouch of a performance either. Quite good. And, now the Martinon stuff, of course, was it all reissued? Was all the Decca stuff reissued? I can't for the life of me remember. I think it was. At one point it was. There was a Martinon box of stuff, but most of the Martinon stuff, as you know, is on Warner, it's on Erato, or there was a little Martinon box on RCA, and, so here was his Tchaikovsky and Borodin, which was worth having because it's Martinon. Everything he did is worth having. Christian Ferris, also in Japan, the Tchaikovsky Violin Concerto, and the Mendelssohn Concerto with the Philharmonia Orchestra under Constantine Silvestri. Yes, the great Constantine Silvestri, who was relegated to accompanying, but he even did that with passion, and it's wonderful. Christian Ferris is amazing. It's really wonderful. Tchaikovsky, Symphony number 6, Pathétique, March Slav, The Seasons, The Sleeping Beauty, arranged by Mikhail Pletnev, playing the piano in the arrangements, which is CD2, the Sleeping Beauty bits and the Seasons, and then conducting in the Pathétique and the March Slav and the 6 piano pieces. Now, this is Virgin Classics, and this was one of the very first Virgin Classics releases. And this Pletnev Tchaikovsky 6 got raves in the English press. They were just hysterical about it. And what I noticed about it, it's a very beautiful performance, was the balletic quality, which was really quite lovely. I mean, it really was. And it's still a beautiful performance. It's a little bit lightweight, but it does dance. You may not want the finale to dance. It sort of trudges, but it's supposed to. But it was what introduced us to Pletnev, the conductor, whence his career took off with extraordinarily mixed results. Let's not kid ourselves, right? Then we've got, the Tchaikovsky 4 with the Vienna Philharmonic and Raphael Kubelik on Decca. Oh, hi, Finster. Finster, hello. I know. How you doing, honey? See, they know their names. And then we've got this also contains, which was one of the other reasons I got it. This is Royal Classics. It was some licensed EMI knockoff at the time. It's from 1960. It's a good Tchaikovsky 4th. Again, I mean, people just knew how to do Tchaikovsky in those days, and you were comparing lots of very, very good performances with minuscule differences between them. But we also have Sibelius 5 with the Sinfonia of London conducted by Tauno Hannakainen. Oh boy, from 1959. It's kind of curious. It's not a great Sibelius 5, but it's kind of fun. And Tauno Hannakainen fans are going to be, Hannakainen, however you pronounce it, are going to be very happy to have that. And then we've got, Igor Markevich and the NHK Symphony. This is one of those, it's the NHK Symphony Orchestra label. It's from NHK in Japan, doing the Pathétique Symphony from 1983. I mean, anything Markevich did is interesting. It's quite similar to his London Symphony performance, of course, but I just don't care because it was Markevich doing Tchaikovsky. Then we've got Panorama, a series that I got into some trouble with for referring to it as Paranoia, because DG, the guy who was putting it together at DG, was kind of, let's just say, not friendly, and did some really strange couplings and things, and then got hysterical when I criticized them, so it was Paranoia it was. Okay, so we have Piano Concerto number 1 with Richter and Karajan. Not great. The Waltz from Eugene Onegin with Karajan, and the Violin Concerto with Gideon Kramer and Lauren Mazel. Not great. Then we've got the Swan Lake Suite with Rostropovich, Sleeping Beauty with Rostropovich, fabulous. But see, here was the thing. Why not put on the Nutcracker, which was the other thing on the disc? And one of the great Tchaikovsky ballet music discs ever in the history of humanity in its original form. Why you'd want it denuded of Nutcracker, I don't know. And the Capriccio Italienne with Dorati, that was the Mercury Living Presence one, and the 1812 Overture with Dorati, which is, of course, a slammer, but fabulously noisy. So there was that. Okay, wait a minute. Let's put these here. I think I have one more in this pile. Okay, there they go. Oh, yes. Giulini. Giulini does Tchaikovsky, a twofer. The Little Russian, Francesca da Rimini, the Pathetique, and Romeo and Juliet. And as one of you pointed out, this Pathetique is also one of the great ones. It's a marvelous performance, really better than his Deutsche Grammophon remake. And, this is just terrific. But these are beautiful, beautiful performances. Giulini, at this point, was at the apex of his game, a nice balance of his usual sort of inwardness and sensitivity, but also excitement and power and passion. It's just terrific. So there you have it, friends. A pile of Tchaikovsky from the Overflow Room. Keep on listening, and thanks for joining me. Take care.